The girl has never had a day of professional study, but she made a delicious dish. The people around her were happy to eat it. They all praised her. But this day, a mysterious man picked it up and sniffed it. Just a small taste. He paid for it and stood up. He walked up to the girl and handed her a business card.
ฝีมือขนาดเนี้ยน่าจะอยู่ในที่ที่เหมาะกว่านี้นะ
Anna was curious enough to look up the address on the internet. Oh, my god. It's one of the top restaurants in the country. It's a place where celebrities compete to eat. You have to wait 2 years in line for a reservation. The chef at the restaurant was the legendary Chef Mark. The next day, Anna arrived at the stall as usual. There was a limousine parked in front of the shop. Anna had had enough of being poor day after day. She plucked up the courage to get into the car. She had never seen the world before. She arrived at a luxury building. She was taken to a fancy kitchen. The cookers were so expensive, and the knives doubled as mirrors. She was mesmerized. Soon a group of chefs appeared in a line. All men, all mysterious. And then the most mysterious chef of all arrives. He's interviewing 2 people today. The questions are ridiculously simple.
ข้าวผัดมันไม่ง่ายเกินไปหรอครับ
Then the 2 of them prepared the ingredients. Anna's opponent is a PhD from a professional school. He looks like an expert. Pick the most expensive ingredients. The freshest rice. Butter first. Then the prawns. Diced peas and carrots. The colors and the aromas. And Anna? She took a bowl of overnight rice from the fridge. And 2 eggs from the fridge. Beat the eggs in a hot pan. Everything is the same as on the road. Her rivals fry slowly over low heat. And she stir-fried it over high heat. Finally, 2 very different fried rice came out. One looks delicious. The other one looks ordinary. Then the chef took a look at the doctor's fried rice with his spoon. But then he took a spoonful of Anna's. He just smelled it. And he said to the doctor,
กลับบ้านไป
The boy is not convinced. He's a professional doctor. The arrogant chef didn't want to explain. He slapped him across the face. Then he said to Anna, the secret to good fried rice is the bowl of leftovers. He slapped him across the face. Then he said to Anna, the secret to good fried rice is the bowl of leftovers. He asked Anna why she wanted to work here.
อยากพิเศษกว่าคนทั่วไป
The chef was satisfied with that answer. He moved closer to Anna. He smelled her. She had to wash herself before she could go to work. Anna washed herself very carefully. Is it that obvious what she smells like? After changing into her work clothes, Anna began her perverted work. The chef only showed her once. The top quality beef is cut into 2mm thicknesses. Then he let Anna cut the meat. She just picked up the knife and didn't even cut.
หนาไปยังหนาไป
She was nervous. She had the courage to make the first cut. The chef threw it away. Then the second cut.
อย่าเลื่อยบอกว่าอย่าเลื่อยบอกว่าอย่าเลื่อย
Anna was in tears. It took a lot of practice before she could pass the test. Now it's time for her speciality, the stir-fry. But as soon as she started to cook, the chef grabbed the pan and dumped it. High-quality beef is meant to melt in your mouth. The heat requirement is very strict, pouring pot after pot. One after another, he called her an idiot. Anna's confidence is gone. If she didn't meet the requirements, she had to leave. She was in tears. She hated to leave this place, but if she did, she'd still have to go back to that country roadside. So she came back. She told herself she had to make a name for herself. Even if she was burned down by fire again and again, she was very stubborn. Keep frying. This pot is full of wasted beef. The next morning, the colleagues came to work. Anna was so tired she fell asleep on the floor. Her arms were covered in bruises. When the chef came to work, Anna glared at him and made a new stir-fry in front of him. This time the beef rolled and jumped in the pan, and it was ready in seconds. The chef took a good look at the beef. It was transparent. He tasted it. He didn't say anything. It's a yes. After passing this hurdle, they went to a fancy banquet. At the party, Anna turned the pan with one hand. The beef was cooked like an art. The rich and famous applauded. The plates were large. The food is small. And a blade of grass in the middle. Such elaborate beef rolls. But these people ate like savages. They all looked like hungry wolves. They were so hungry. Anna felt a strange awe for the chef. And when her passion wanted to go further, the chef put her to work cleaning. Anna wasn't having it. So the chef tested her knife skills again.
เร็วขึ้นอีกเร็วขึ้นอีกเร็วขึ้นอีกเร็วอีกอีก
He didn't stop until she hurt her hand.
คือยังทำอะไรไม่เป็นเลยสักอย่าง
With a chef like that, Anna's confidence was crushed again. The chef didn't pay much attention to her. He wouldn't even let her cook. Until one thing changed. One day, someone was smoking in the kitchen. The chef caught him. He pressed his colleague's head. The cigarette but stirred in the pot. He forced his colleague to drink it. The chef's behavior terrified Anna. Then the chef fired another colleague. The kitchen was short-staffed. The chef was forced to put Anna back in the kitchen. But this time, it wasn't a rich man. It was the most ordinary of families. Just as the soup was about to be served, the chef took a taste. He immediately poured it away. The crowd didn't understand. He didn't have time to make it again. He made a pot of broth with tap water and instant noodle seasoning. This surprised Anna. And what's even more surprising, the customer didn't even notice, and sipped on the hard-earned goodness.